week's Parsha is a continuation of last week's Parsha, which talks about the Metzorah, the one who gets this spiritual leprosy on the skin or on the walls of the house. And there's an interesting difference of wording in the name of this Metzorah. It's called a nega, which means an affliction. Now, there's a verse a few times throughout this week's and last week's Parsha, which says the Kohen comes and sees the naga, and then he looks at the nega. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're not going to lose too much sleep over that difference. Sometimes it says nega, and sometimes it says naga. It may not bother you, but I saw a beautiful idea. What's the difference? And it's really relevant this week, the preparation for Pesach. The Meshach Chochmeh shares a beautiful insight. He says the Talmud teaches us that there are certain scenarios, certain situations which you push off the whole process and you don't even look at it as if it's a problem. For instance, a chassan, someone who just got married and he finds this affliction on his arm one day of the Sheva Brachas. Talmud says you can push it off a week. Don't spoil the simcha. It's a week of celebration. This will put a hamper on it, so you can push it off. And the same goes with Yom Tiv. If you find it in the middle of Yom Tiv, they say, you know what, it's a festival now, let's push it off after Yom Tiv, and then you call the Kohen to look at it. So that means there are certain situations where the Torah is sensitive to your feelings, that you're a chassan now. Now's not the time to put a hamper on this celebration. Let's push it off. That means when the Kohen comes in and he's about to see the nega, says the Torah, first look at the naga. The naga means the situation. The Kohen must first assess the situation and see where this person is up to in time, in space, what type of person you are, where you're up to in life. And then he could say, you know what, now I see where you're up to. Now I can look at the actual nega. You know, this is true for so many areas in life. Now, just before Pesach, it's so relevant when there's so many chumras, there's so many stringencies, and people say, oh, we don't do this, there's a custom to not to do this, and you may feel, oh, if there's a custom not to do that, I may not do it. Well, first assess the situation, if it's good for you or not good for you. Many times to keep an additional custom is beautiful. It brings you a deeper understanding and meaning to the Yom Tiv. It brings you closer to Hashem. Many times it brings you a deeper meaning to tension of Pesach. It just adds to the stress. You don't need that. Don't look at the nega before you have the naga. And by the way, that's also the problem of Rabbi Google. Yes, Rabbi Google is when you have a question and you just Google it and you get the answer. No, your rabbi has to know you personally, has to know the situation, know where you are in life. And based on that, the one who knows you well could walk you through your situation. So the Kohen comes in and says, wait a second, let me first assess the situation. Let me look at the naga. Then I could see if this is truly a naga or not. Let's be calm before Pesach. Let's take upon ourselves the things which we are ready for, not what other people are doing and it seems more holy than you could handle. Thank you, and good Shabbos.